welcome back. It's been a while. This video really should have been done 6 months ago because the one I have for you today, well, you can see, it's Santa Claus. It came out in December of last year, but I didn't even know about it. I just happened to go into the hobby store, probably about 3 months late. Found it and thought, okay, gotta make it soon, Didn't end up making it, and so now I figure, yeah, like half Christmas. June 25th, that'll be the time to put this out. Instead of this year Christmas, let's do it at, do you call it half Christmas? I don't know. Tamiya Mini Yonku made a Santa Claus 4-wheel drive that just looks too cute not to make. So of course I picked it up. So without further ado, let's get to time-lapsing. It has been far too long since I have done a mini 4-wheel drive assembly, so it was quite nice to get back into. The thing is, it seems like I've forgotten quite a bit about how it's done, because I had to look at the instructions to see, well, just about everything. What goes where, what step do I do when. I did not remember putting like brass, bearings inside the what seems like white bearings where the axle goes through. I've forgotten just how much of a pain it can be to put these small screws together into the car when you've got rather fat fingers that wants to drop things all the time. In fact, I dropped at least 3 parts. Also, putting together the electrical system, putting the metal plates onto the motor and onto the switch, seemed to be fiddlier this time. I know I've done it many times before, but I had to look at it again and say, how does that go on? But very quickly it was like, oh yeah, there, and it snaps on. It's not hard. I just needed to remind myself how everything went. And like I said, the screws were were pretty fiddly. I dropped them several times. I dropped parts. At least 3 times I dropped parts on the ground. One I never found back. One of the, I think it's brass bushings that go into the wheel assembly, dropped, bounced somewhere, never saw it again. Luckily there were 5. I only needed 4, but there was an extra 1, thankfully. As always, the stickers are the most fiddly. I got them on as good as I can, but I never get them quite perfect, which is probably why it's my least favorite part. Everything else, the parts can only go on one way and they fit together perfectly, nice and easy. But these stickers, if you mess them up, it's gonna look, well, it could look absolutely terrible. I got it mostly good enough. I think it looks pretty good, and any slight mistakes, like slight off-center, or I know there's a couple places, I know where they are, but they're not too noticeable. It doesn't really detract from the overall look, because you have to look pretty close to find them. On a cursory glance, you're not going to notice my mistakes. So, even with the mistakes, and once you get Santa in there, I think it looks pretty good. Overall, that's a cute little car. Ho, ho, ho. Not too painful, got it done in the usual amount of time, less than an hour, a little over half an hour. I'm actually not sure, I wasn't timing it. Actually, I really could just look at the video file and know, but that'll come later. It's a cute little model. I would love to actually set up a circular track around the Christmas tree and have this running around while opening presents. Actually, that would get pretty loud and annoying pretty quickly. Also, I didn't really make this usable. If you paid attention, you'll notice I didn't lube any of the gears or the bearings because I'm not planning to use this. The ones I assemble just because I like making them, I don't prepare them for race. So none of the gears are lubed, none of the bearings are lubed, any moving parts, I just put it together because it's not going to run. If I did want to run it, it's not that hard to pull it apart and put in some kind of lubrication everywhere you need to. Also, what I didn't notice until I was partway through is that to really properly make this look like it does on the box, there are parts that need painting. Basically, any of the chrome, the headlights, the tailpipes, and was there anything else? There was something else. Well, the grill. Even without paint, it's still very cute. It would look a little bit better if I had painted it. Now that the sticker's on, it's a little too late to go back and do that. Oh well. Plus, I don't have any of the paints. If I had gone out and gotten the paints, I wouldn't have made it in time for half Christmas. I don't know the availability of this anymore. I could probably walk down to the hobby store and find a few. You got a pretty big back catalog at that hobby store. This model seems more of a build it because you like it rather than build it because you want to race it model. Actually, no, here, really, one second. I hadn't actually realized it is completely just a Christmas version of the mock bullet. Another one I bought to build. that I just haven't yet. I think I got this one like on a really good deal or something. There was some reason I chose this. Possibly because of the old-time body style, which I guess I just couldn't resist twice. I just haven't made this one yet. I'll have to do that pretty soon. For some reason I thought I already made that one. I've got at least 2 over there that I haven't done yet. 3 if you include the mock bullet. Everyone, if you want to see more builds, and unfortunately not more races because they just don't do them ever since Corona at the store I go to. If you want to see more builds at least, click the thumbs up, question, comment down below, and please subscribe to the channel. So have a Merry Half Christmas and keep those Tamiya Mini Yonko wheels spinning. Vroom. So have a Merry Half Christmas and keep those mini So have a Have a hairy mass Christmas.